Well, this was kind of fun. I picked up somebody at the BMW. Well, okay. I dropped off a monumental mother type. So I dropped off a BMW person, and they were just like a monumental motherly type. And it was so cool because they were real, for real. You don't see a lot of that. You see a lot of people who judge and judge and judge and dictate and dictate and dictate and judge and dictate and judge and dictate. And they are always the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect this, the perfect that. But every time they talk, none of it adds up through their words or their soul or their psyche or anything else. Well, this was very nice and wonderful. This lady actually measured up very, very beautifully well. She had to race home because she had to take the kids to school. And she did not pick up her car that was ready by whatever o'clock, because she had to get nice things ready for her family and her kids, like dinner. And it was like, she was not acting. It was not fake, because what she said in the morning, or like in the morning, what she was saying, she said throughout the ride. So if she was trying to be really fake, everybody who is so fake when they get in here, it's like they're reading off of a script or something. This lady said one thing here, said another thing there. She was a real lady. She just added up to be very real. And it was so nice to listen to somebody who really has mother priorities that are real, and mother fixated intelligence or care, and it's real. It was like, wow, that is really, really neat. You are the greatest, most wonderful light in the darkness as a real true mother, and you don't know it ever known. But I did tell her thanks. A lot of people preach and preach and preach, but aren't really amazing parents or anything else. And she was really nice. And she was so sweet. At the end, she said, your papers on the seat, spell it out loud and clear, and are just black and white. And, you tell them. I was like, aw. And she also gives love and support to other people. Thank you. Well, as soon as I dropped her off, there was a guy waiting. And he was so fun. The guy that was waiting that I picked up, his wife has a BMW. He works for the Postal Service as a contract worker, because Amazon made them really busy. Plus, probably they just contract people anyway. And he was willing to take the Sun bus, but the company, BMW, is so beautiful that they don't shuttle as much anymore, but a lot of people don't mind it at all, because when you took the shuttles, sometimes you had to wait until they could take you to your spot or whatever. So a lot of people like that they use Lyft and Uber at all these dealerships now, because you can just hurry up and go home. You don't have to wait for them to be able to take you everywhere. And but so this guy was like, since they're gonna take me home, and he had built, so his wife has a BMW, and he lives both wealthy or poor. Like, he doesn't care, because life is just beauty and life and living and enjoying life and living. He's a really sweet, beautiful brain. His brain's really neat. He's just a real humble, amazing person. Whether he has money or not, it doesn't change him. That's a very rare, amazing thing about people. And he had made his own garden type, well, not garden, but like yard flower type thing. So he was saying he made like his own little bed of flowers, but he didn't have a picture for that. And then he made these beautiful like holders, or like, what do you call it? The wood, like a really big wood holder thing for like those big pretty wood things that usually hold a tree or something. And he was going to put lights along, because it had a wooden base or a wood thing coming out of it. And he was talking about how he's going to roll lights or something to make it real pretty. And he went to a nursery with really good prices down at the end of Adams, apparently, he told me. And I was going to go check it out, but I didn't. I got a ride right away. And he picked all these flowers. They were real big, beautiful, amazing flowers. And he was saying they were better prices than Lowe's in a lot of places. And boy, they were really pretty. He had pictures of those, real beautiful, and a real beautiful person. And while I was driving him to his house, or while I was driving him back, and it turned out not his house, he was driving to work. While I was driving him, I noticed a car accident over in the, right by the brand new Starbucks near Date Palm and 111, but before it. So the Starbucks at Date Palm and 11, the brand new Starbucks, if you went down more like by that Mary Pickford Theater area, kind of in that area, there was a car accident. So of course I just drove around the whole area because I knew it was a car accident. The traffic was just going to pile up. Well, that car accident was created by a God who's tired of all the crap. That God is just tired of all the crap and created the car accident. You don't want gods to run amok, but when you ask for it, you ask for it, so nobody can say anything either. That's a negative. Well, so then I was driving and there was a corpse right next to me. So I was driving near that cemetery that's really big, huge, and they have a lot of memorial events. So that big, huge cemetery with those memorial events, and it's down Jackson or something. It's way back in a corner, and it's real big, and they have just big events or big moments about the memoriam of the dead. Well, I was near that cemetery, and there was one of those cars that carries death and caskets, and there was a casket in the car. And I realized the casket and the car belonged to a very, very important family, to a bunch of gods. So that casket was put in front of me in case I wanted to use my powers to show any honor or respect to that dead life or dead existence, because the casket was covered in very important to certain gods. And that was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. It was the first time that gods, were asking me if I wanted to honor something. So it was kind of cool. I'm treated like the mother that dictates, the mother that owns everything, and the mother that owns the halo above everything. So I'm treated like I run and own everything, but I'm not always treated like somebody's friend or any of that. And that's fine. I will forever tell you guys what I tell every god, every angel. I didn't need a friend. I just need to guarantee the future of my children, the gods, and always win and always be at the top. So that combination won't always bring you a lot of friends, but it was kind of cool to be honored where monumental gods would just talk to me like that. It was kind of cool. And now I found a bathroom, so I have to go to the bathroom. Till next time.